Right. You may have seen my block switcher before. It does this. This particular chip is slow, but we'll move on from that. I'll talk about that later. It's used as a light switch, and I think it could be particularly interesting in an adventure map. Oh, I can't even get through. Just, for some reason, no clip is refusing to work. There we go. I could destroy it, but that's just not nice. Now, if you're in an adventure map, like I say, moving on from the fails just then, and you walk into a room and it's completely dark and you can't see anything, maybe there's a redstone torch highlighting a button. And you press a button like that, and the entire room fills up with light switches, or lights, hidden behind things. There were vines there, but I destroyed them by accident in like the last take. You can do that with just one of these chips, because as long as the right output goes to the right place, doesn't matter. All the wiring involved is behind these two repeaters here. That one over there just brings the button's current back. Now, what these pistons do is they turn the current off for both, which means that lag doesn't affect that. Any amount of lag, and that will still work perfectly fine. The door sections are normal door sections. There is 3 ticks of delay to those two pistons and 1 to this one. If you want to use these in a door, you power above and below, so you can see all the way through without any redstone in the way. That's how it's done. Might cover that later, I don't know. But yeah, so you can see that. But if I was powering well, my god, my mouse just went. If I was powering that block or the block below, you wouldn't actually see the redstone, so it would work perfectly. Now, when you put it all together, I'll just turn the light on. That's the button to lever mechanism. The button itself actually powers these, which means they go off whenever, so everything is off. So like I say, no pistons are pushing anything they shouldn't be pushing for a fraction of a second, meaning that everything can just slot nicely back into place. And there is an inverter from the output of the button to lever there, which means that one is off and one is on. That's kind of all it does. It's actually surprisingly simple, but you do need the things that turn everything off, I've realised, because it just doesn't work. I've not quite realised why. I might be barking up the wrong tree with this entire mechanism, but oh well. But yeah, so that is all that's needed. It's raining. Just turn it off. That's all that's needed to power an entire room, as long as the right thing goes to the right place. Now, this is a lot smaller. It's a lot harder to work out what's happening, and I shall probably have to build one, or at least... No, I'll put the world up for download. I'll do that. I'll prune the chunks and everything. That's the button to lever. The L is there. The 3 along is there. The one above is there. The other one above is there. The output that is traditionally used is there. But that one is normally the complete... Or, change that. What am I on about? It's normally the exact same. So that if you put an inverter next to it, this one goes, so I don't have to bother with anything coming out back here, which just makes it a little bit smaller. Now, in trying to make it smaller, I have had to hook it up to the button, which means it does go quite slowly. I will try and find a way to solve this, but it's going to involve pistons. I know it is, so I've not bothered that much yet. Otherwise, it's completely normal. Opposite currents go out, different sides, power the block behind it, with less delay than that over there, which means that it works, and the button comes up down through here, so that it doesn't conflict with any pistons. Of course, if you're using it for a multiple amount of pistons, you can put the button in through the front, because you probably got the space to do so. Other than that, I haven't really got anything to say today, other than I will do a time-lapse of me building one. Just over here. Before I start, there is a small issue of that these have already been built because I'm too lazy to build them now. So, here goes.